You don't have to go to a restaurant to get great Mexican food. And Cox Eastes is here from Kroger with a taste of Mexico so that you can make great south of the border meals at home. And that looks good. And yeah, I think some folks are maybe afraid to try some of this stuff at home, but you've got easy ways to do this for us today.
Really easy recipes. I didn't grow up with Mexican, but I really enjoy it.
Okay.
And these recipes I have made and tested at home, I will make again several times because it used ingredients that I haven't tried before.
Okay,
so
super.
it gives me a wider span of flavors. Okay, we're going to use tilapia, and this recipe we use the whole tilapia fillet. Now I have done fish tacos before where we broke up the chunks, but this time we're going to put it in a skillet. I'm going to let you
And
mix
you
up the
say
sauce.
fresh or frozen is okay with this?
Yes, and if it's frozen, be sure that you thaw the fillet first.
Okay, all right.
Okay, so that's one frozen that's been thawed.
Okay.
I'm going to let you mix up the sauce that we're going to marinate it in and cook it in. That's like 1/4 cup of tomato paste.
Okay.
Okay, so that's like 4 tablespoons is
All
basically
right.
what it is. Then I've got 2 tablespoons of mayonnaise. And then this was an ingredient I had never used before, and it's a chipotle sauce. It's a 7.7 ounce container of chipotle sauce.
Okay.
Okay. And it's
Yeah,
not
like you, I've
terribly
never used
spicy.
this.
Well, it's really good. It's not as hot of a flavor. And of course, it's thinned down just a little bit by the mayonnaise and
the tomato paste
tomato
that we just
paste,
put
right.
in? Okay.
And there's a small container of salsa over there on the corner of the table. If somebody could hand that to us, the small container, the little flat container, that's it, that's it. We're going to add that too. The original recipe had 2 cans of
Guest appearance
tomato
by one of our interns.
tomato
Thank you.
soup, and I like that
All right, so
better.
just
I
put the whole thing
fresh,
in?
It's like 8 to 9 ounce container of fresh salsa,
Okay.
and I like that flavor of it better. Okay, and then we're going to just stir that, and we're going to add the fish. You know, put, okay. What I did was, like in this dish right here, I marinated that at least 15 minutes. I did this overnight. And what we're going to do is put it in a hot skillet. Now you can spray it with vegetable spray, but I put just a little bit of olive oil in here.
Okay.
You can hear
So
it
just so
sizzle.
that I understand, the
Go ahead and
tilapia
pour a
is
little bit of it.
marinated
Yeah.
in this
Right, go
for a
ahead and
long
pour-
time,
yeah.
and then okay.
Yeah, go ahead and pour a little bit of it up there.
Alrighty.
There you go, there you go.
I gotcha.
Okay. And we're going to heat this up. Now what goes with this is lettuce and slaw mixture. The recipe called for just a lettuce mixture mixed up with something that I had never tried before, cucumber ranch dressing. But I went ahead, I like the crunchiness of the slaw.
Yes.
So I'm going to put some of that on there too, and I'm going to add some cilantro that I've chopped up, and I'm just going to kind of drizzle some of this on here. And I'll let you stir it up.
Okay,
And
all right.
I'll work on my fish over here. Normally, this fish would cook in the skillet, hot skillet, like 5 to 6 minutes on each side because you want to get it done, but you don't want to dry it out.
Right,
And
exactly.
tilapia is a good mild flavored fish that works really well with this particular recipe. Now I've tried.
Which is a good way to say it because, yeah, tilapia a lot of folks like, but it's a bland
It's a
fish. And
very
so
mild
when you
flavor.
cook it with something,
Yeah, you got to have a little flavor with it, whatever it is. And this really adds quite a bit to it today. So this is something that I think people will enjoy.
All right.
And what we're going to do is we're going to take a soft flour tortilla. This is like 8-inch. And we're going to put some of our salad mixture in there.
okay.
And then we would add our fish, which has not had quite enough time to cook. Let me flip it over here. You can see it begins to get really red looking
Okay.
like that. And we'll put our whole filet in there. Like I said, sometimes I've eaten it at restaurants where they serve the whole filet. Sometimes it was broken up in chunks. And then I'm going to
Whatever floats your boat.
Right. And then I'm going to also squeeze some lime juice on here to kind of finish it off and garnish it with some cilantro, which I've
So
put
while
in
this
there.
continues to cook, this is what it will
This
look
is what
like
it
when
looks like
everything
over
is
here,
said
right.
and done. And boy, that looks good. It is recipe number 5186 online right now in the Talk of the Town recipe pages at newschannel5.com, and also has some chocolate back here
Right, this
too,
is a dessert, if
dipping
you wanna
sauce
try
You're going
that.
to talk more about maybe in just a second because Ann will be right back with another great chicken recipe.